Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Fadilah Nurul Putri. I am from Mathematics Education, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Muhammadiyah Professor Dr. Hamka University. In this video, I want to explain about annuity, and I hope you enjoy to watch this video.
Annuity. Annuity is a series of payments or receipts in installments which are generally of the same amount and are paid every certain period, and each amount consists of a part of the principal of the loan and interest. In the annuity concept, there is such a thing as a present value or PV and future value is FV. The annuity divided into three. First is ordinary annuity, second is due annuity, and third is deferred annuity. But in this video, I just want to explain about ordinary annuity and due annuity. First is ordinary annuity. Ordinary annuity is a series of equal payments made at the end of consecutive periods over a fixed length of time. While the payments in an ordinary annuity can be made as frequently as every week, but in practice they are generally made monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. The ordinary annuity divided into two. First is present value. Is used to determine the present value of an amount of money to be paid or received at certain interval during a predetermined period. And second is future value, to measure of how much a series of regular payments will be worth at some point in the future with a specific interest rate. To find the present value of ordinary annuity, we are using a known formula. The formula is PV equals P times 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n divided I. PV is present value, P is a payment, I is interest rate, and N is number of periods. From the present value formula, we can get the formula to find the payment and number of periods. To find the payment, the formula is P equals present value divided 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n divided I. And to find the number of periods, the formula is n equals minus log 1 minus PV times I divided P divided log 1 plus I. And to find the interest rate or present value of ordinary annuity, there is two steps. Step 1 is find a value of two PV values that are greater and less than the desired PV value by plugging any value of I into the present value formula of the annuity. Second is, after obtaining an interest rate that produces a higher and smaller PV, use the following interpolation. This is an interpolation I minus I2 divided I1 minus I2 equals PV minus PV2 divided PV1 minus PV2. And next is future value of ordinary annuity. The formula is future value equals P times 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 divided I. FV equals future value, P is a payment, I is interest rate, and n is number of periods. And then from the formula future value, we can get the formula to find a payment is P equals future value divided 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 divided I. And to find the number of periods, the formula is n equals log 1 plus future value times I divided P divided log 1 plus I. Same with to find the present value. To find the future value, to find the interest rate future value is two steps. First is find the value of future value that are greater and less than the desired PV by entering any value of I into the formula for the future value of the annuity. And then, after obtaining an interest rate that results in a greater and smaller FV, use the following interpolation. I minus I2 divided I1 minus I2 equals future value minus future value 2 divided future value 1 minus future value 2. Example, if after saving 10 million rupiah for 20 times, a customer has earned 225,545,555, what is the interest rate given by the bank? From the question, we know that the future value is 225,545,555 and the payment is 10 million rupiah and the number of periods is 20. And we know that to find the interest rate, there is two steps. Step 1 is enter any value of I. For example, I equals 1%, and then we substitution to the formula of future value. Future value equals P times 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 divided I equals 10 million rupiah times 1 plus 0.01 to the power of 20 minus 1 divided 0.01, and we get the answer for future value 1 is 220,190,039.9. And because the future value for interest rate 1% is smaller than the desired future value, so we increase the interest rate. Example, interest rate is 2%, and we substitution again to the formula of future value. Future value equals 10 million 1 plus 0.02 to the power of 20 minus 1 divided 0.02, and we get the future value 2 equals 242,970,698. And then step 2, we use interpolation to find the desired I value. We get the interest rate is 1.235%. And next is due annuity. Basically, an annuity due is not much different from an ordinary annuity. The only difference lies in the first payment. In the first payment, or receipt, annuity due is carried out at the time of the transaction. Thus, for the case of the same number and type of installment periods, the due annuity will be complete faster than the ordinary annuity. Same with the ordinary annuity, the due annuity is divided into two. First is present value, to tell you how much money it will take now to generate a series of future payments, again assuming a set interest rate. And then second is future value, is tell you how much a series of regular payments will be worth at some point in the future with a specific interest rate. And then To find the present value of the annuity, the formula is PV equals 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n plus 1 divided I plus 1 times A. PV is a present value, I is the interest rate, N is number of periods, and A is the annuity or payment. And then from the formula to find the present value of the annuity, we can get the formula to find the annuity or payment. The formula is A equals present value divided 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n plus 1 divided I plus 1. And then we can get the formula to find the number of periods of present value. The formula is n equals log 1 minus present value times I divided A divided log 1 plus I. And then to find the interest rate of present value of due annuity, there is two steps. First is find a value of two present value that are greater and less than the desired PV value by plugging any value of I into the present value formula of the annuity. After obtaining an interest rate that produces a higher and smaller PV, use the following interpolation. I minus I2 divided I1 minus I2 equals present value minus present value 2 divided present value 1 minus present value 2. And next is the future value of due annuity. The formula is future value equals 1 plus I the power of n minus 1 divided I times 1 plus I. Future value is FV, I is the interest rate, N is number of periods, and A is the annuity or payments. And then to find the annuity or payments, the formula is A equals future value divided 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 divided I times 1 plus I. And to find the number of periods of future value of the annuity is n equals minus log future value times I divided I times 1 plus I plus 1 divided log 1 plus I. And then to find the interest rate of future value of the annuity, same with the find the interest rate for present value of the annuity. There is two steps. First is find the value of future value that are greater and less than the desired future value by entering any value of I into the formula for the future value of the annuity. And then after obtaining an interest rate that result in a greater and smaller future value, use the following interpolation. I minus I2 divided I1 minus I2 equals future value minus future value 2 divided future value 1 minus future value 2. An example, a student plans to save 1 million rupiah every month to get 20 million rupiah. If the interest rate he can earn is 6% PA, how long will it take? From the question, we know that the future value is 20 million rupiah and the payment is 1 million rupiah and the interest rate is 6% divided 12 equals 0.005. And then we substitution to the number of periods formula. Then we can conclude the number of periods is 19 months.
Okay, thank you for watching this video until the end. I hope you can understand about ordinary annuity and due annuity. And if you want to ask something, you can write in the comment. And last, I'm really sorry for my mistake. And thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.